Hail, travelers.
Hey.
Oh, hell.
Hell no.
What's going
We
on?
went a different way with that.
I don't know. We were just hanging out. And I don't know.
Wait a minute. Where's
Wait,
Stir?
do we have D&D?
I don't
Who the
know
fuck
where he
knows?
is.
Oh my god, did he forget again?
He's fucking
Maybe.
online. Just yell at him.
Or he might be coming back from the gym.
Wait, he getting soul?
I think this is his gym day.
Just walk over to his house and burn it down.
Man. You goddamn muscle bitch. Alright.
Why would you say that?
Caked up on a Saturday night.
God, I can't believe
Oh shit! I gotta change things. I forgot. Hold on. Also, hey chat, how are you doing today? I hope none of you have terrible diseases.
Oddly specific.
I
I'm
do
just
generally
saying.
hope that of everyone.
I am the right one. I'm concerned about disease.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I need
Speaking
to
of
update
which,
to new art.
as do I. Where is it? Here we go. Dun. And and
Oh, that's sick.
God damn, Ronnie.
So that's
Demi
beautiful.
right there. Yeah.
That is beautiful Demi art. Yes.
Very
wonderful,
sick.
wonderful man.
Such
Ugh,
nasty.
Jesus. I hate it.
He's so fucking jacked.
Please follow
Awesome.
Demi on Twitter.
Wait,
That is awesome.
I'm not taking a shot at Demi, but how does Ozzy have abs and a gut?
I requested
perfect.
some cake.
Well, he's got
got
both.
He
Okay.
misunderstood.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
it's
love
always
it.
like this underneath.
These aren't abs. These are just fat in the shape of abs.
No, he's got muscle, but he's got like a punch for the winter. You see?
Mm.
I mean,
That's
Stir
for
messaged
grab.
me earlier.
I'll be back in a couple minutes. I need to go help bring stuff in.
Ow. Ozzy looks so fucking cool though, dude. I love the little mask thing. Especially that's like the one-sided like Phantom of the Opera style.
Yeah, I told him. Yeah, the half. It's a Lorne mask, but just for half because the beak's in the way. It just works really well.
My art will be done by next week, but gosh, I even love how you got like this little like emerald like rim going on with your token too.
Oh yeah. I threw that together today.
It's the most elegant I've ever seen, Ronnie. Ozzy fuck. Why do you have to rhyme?
What do you-
Literally everybody confuses them now. Like my closest friends say Ozzy. Like it's fine.
Rozzy. Ani.
I'll get on to you. Oh, guys, I'm made of poison. I'm Poison Ozzy.
Well. The fuck is Stir?
I don't
You
know.
got magic items, right? You might can do that.
I
in the
hope he's
meantime.
okay. Jesus.
He has phone number, right?
I genuinely don't care.
All right. Well.
No, that's terrible. I know. I do hope he's okay.
Let me message him, see where he is.
We've got your new theme.
Wait, my new phone
me
doesn't
just
have him
fucking-
anymore. Fuck.
Oh,
have to
I
redo-
can
I
give
have
you
to-
his. I'll DM you his number.
I have to redo all of the fucking. I mean, I was messaging him like 2 hours ago on Discord, so.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he just passed the fuck out.
That'd be cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Stir said on Sunday he kept checking if it was Tuesday. Yeah, I know, Chad. I wonder where he is. Maybe he won the lottery and doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, because this is where he was making his money.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, I hope everything's okay.
I mean, he's showing his online and not idle, so he's probably touched his computer recently. Actually, is Ashley here even?
D&D is the only reason I know it's Tuesday. All right.
That's good.
Oh, let me send him a text. Maybe that will be sufficient.
Old Star would be here at chat. Old Star _ would never miss a
What
D&D
happened to
session.
Stir?
He ate some bad milk.
Actually, since we're writing anyway, Jared, could you answer the question that I put in Soul of Tyre a while ago? I can repost it.
Probably for the beast.
Is she covered in tags from head to toe? It's up to you. Beyond tags should look physically different at all? Not really. For all intents and purposes, she considered looks like a gnome. Yeah, she's still a gnome.
Okay, cool.
Tag stock, can I remove them? They're the replacement for your spellbook.
Okay.
So essentially, instead of writing down spells in pages in a book, now you have them as charms on your body.
Perfect. Thank you.
It's mostly
This
just
helps.
a flavor difference.
Look who finally decided to show up.
You forgot, didn't you?
Yes, completely.
I'm going to be 15 minutes late for the Myriad
It's
now.
Tuesday?
I'm going to be 15 minutes late
It
for the
was
Myriad
Sunday yesterday.
now. I'm going to be 15 minutes late for the Myriad now.
Okay, we're starting without you, even though there's a whole bunch of cool Kenneth stuff I'm working on right now.
Yeah, I doubt it. You're just trying to bait me.
Just
I'll be
replace
right back,
Stir
because
in
I
there,
also
yeah.
forgot the food in my oven.
Man, Stir is a mess right now.
This is what D&D does to a man.
He's too big time for D&D, but he still has to cook his own pizza rolls.
It's pizza time.
He's straight spitting.
He's straight spitting.
I wonder how long it would have taken for him to realize on his own.
He probably just would have
No,
forgot.
it'd have been... Yeah, he would have woke up tomorrow and be like, oh.
It would
Wait,
have been
it's
one of those
Wednesday?
where he's like an hour late, and then he's like, well, at this point, I'm just too late, and then he just wouldn't join.
I'm just too late.
He would blame us.
Oh, that just seems backwards.
You ever been so late? You're like, well, now I'm just too late.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
might have to take a break every now and again, help out with some house stuff.
Okay.
Mhm.
Guys, you know what? I'm gonna open my window up in my room.
Come to my window.
Weird, but okay.
Mhm. Turn around, bright eye.
Okay, is everyone ready now?
No, I forgot it was Tuesday. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Dookie.
My tendies are cooking up.
I mean, for it being 15 minutes, I have no messages. Like,
Let's see. Let me go back. 708 at Stir. Dungeons and Dragons, you fucking gym rat.
where are you looking at?
In Soul of Tyre, I added you.
Oh, I muted that channel. It's
Good.
always, it's fucking just, it keeps making noises, and it's always like irrelevant shit.
Okay, I'm back. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Alrighty then. So, as a quick catch up for everybody, Soul of Tyre has recently just finished its labyrinth, and as such, it is doing some transition stuff.
Mm.
Now, I believe last time you guys discussed doing the Wendigo stuff.
Wait.
But you wanted to shop first?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we were rolling
said
Rolling us items.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get these items.
Do you want me to repaste my stuff?
They were in Galen's Gate. I know they were in Galen's Gate.
Well, in Soul of Tyria.
But the assets that I need are on this campaign. So
Assets?
assets, yes.
Mono sets.
Hold on, I'm still getting them. All right. You will probably have to replace your art though. Okay. Copy pasta. I wish I could copy pasta directly over other map tools, but unfortunately. Let's see here. I think this is it. Yeah. I'm loading. And there we go. Okay. Oh, it takes a second for... Yeah, okay. All right, there you go. That should have your most up-to-date tokens. You can replace art if you want. And we can go over all this stuff.
Very good.
We also have... Okay, so we want to do item stuff first, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Where is your fucking list? Where did I put it? There it is. Okay. Get this. Oh, let me turn on some ambience. Let me do that real quick.
Mm.
You guys see the new trailer for Elder Scrolls 6?
No.
I have not yet.
No!
Neither did I,
didn't know
because it
that
doesn't
existed.
exist.
Oh.
Got him.
Okay.
What are you?
I'm unsubscribed.
You shouldn't misuse people's trust in you.
Oh my god.
What's the reverse of a Jeb?
An LTG. Only fighting game fans will get that joke.
Looking to glomp. Ooh.
No.
They're all saying veg.
Badge
Get
also
off the
works.
internet.
I watched Brent go. Brent got it. Lamau. All right, it's beige. The anti. Yeah, I gotta do one where Waterheck looks really sad. Alrighty. let's handle your items. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, let's start with you, Stir. Okay, let's do some rolls here. How much money do you guys have?
Each?
52,000
53.
each.
Mhm.
53,000?
Yeah, we had 53.
Okay.
Although I
was,
gave away 1,000.
Your individual budget is basically 50 grand. Okay.
Give or take.
Yeah, 53 because it was 265 split 3 ways, and I have a little extra to make up for it.
But you also gave 10K to Hart.
Yeah, but I also had
Ow.
some extra money on me, so
Owie.
I still come out to about 50K.
Wedgie, mommy.
Actually, I still owe Bractor 11K, but we'll see how that goes
Well-
after the magic item.
The other thing is, Alexander can't even use magic items.
No, but you can
So
get
he-
custom stuff made.
Yeah, he needs to. He
need,
needs to
like,
get a
plus
really
one equipment.
fancy- Well, it's not even that, because that's magic. His might
It
be on
is?
the lower end of the cost spectrum, unless he's getting a fucking howitzer tank.
He gets something more like mechanically inclined.
All right.
Like a jetpack.
All right, Stir. So this is what I can do for you. So you can get some dragon scale armor, which can give you resistance, since that's natural to the material and not a magical enhancement. You can get some stuff made out of the emotional metals, like strength stone and whatnot, which can give you some advantages that your Negatia won't interact with.
Can you tell me more about those? Because I've never heard of them.
Okay, the emotional metals are essentially the main attributes represented through crafting materials, and they are... Oh god, I have to go get the list. It's,
I might actually be able to. There's
strength stone, there's... God,
hold
There's
on.
the- what is the
I
dex
might
one?
be able to help you. I think it was dexterity glass or something.
Oh, no, it was, Destra glass, I think. Yeah, that makes... Oh, Dextri glass. And then Con was... Oh my god, it's been so long since I've used these. I'd have to go look at my old notes to see what all the names of them are, but essentially there are materials for each of the main 6 attributes that can give you stuff, and then there are also actual emotional metals. Like there's
What makes them not magical?
because the material itself is what gives you the effect. It's because of what it's made out of, not because of a magical enhancement. Negatia specifically deals with magical enhancement, as in through spellcasting and magical effects, not supernatural effects, although it does interact with it a little bit, and organic casting, like through Azamar bloodlines or what have you.
How do they compare to the dragon scale?
Well, the emotional metals can give your weapon or your sheath an effect, which is pretty cool, which can give you added weapon effect. Dragon scale will give you some defensive effects. You can also get a wondrous item made out of like Courage Sheen or Medesia, which is the madness, stuff like that. That's a emotional stuff.
All right. I guess I want to look for an emotional metal for my sheath and a dragon scale armor.
Okay, let's see.
Madness for consistency. I don't know how Alexander feels about that. It's fine. I'll go crazy so you don't. No, that
Oh,
makes
thanks,
sense.
Mike.
That's kind of the point of the sheath being important.
Oh, let's see. What can I do here for you? Well, there is the lust metal. You might have something made of that.
Oh yes, please. I will enjoy placing my blade in that.
Let's see.
Ugh.
It's gonna be perfect.
I believe that one was called Invicta, I think. Yeah. Okay, let me go get that. See, Invicta envelops the concept of lust, desire, and envy. It has a green bone-like sheen. Let's see. I need Sheath.
Did you have to make it bone-like?
I mean, it's bone-like because it's based off of an insect. Specifically, the wasp.
You couldn't have said like chitinous.
I mean, I could. But bone is
Chitinous
funnier.
nuts.
Because it's boning. Anyway.
Make a boning knife out of the lust metal.
Let's see here. Okay. How do you feel about poison damage?
Ew. I'm a fan personally.
Stir?
I said ew.
Ew. Okay, you don't want poison damage.
What about
Okay, so the sheath made out of that can give you either poison damage or it can give you once per day reckless abandon, which is the barbarian ability to attack with advantage, and that lasts for a round. So either one of those two things interest you on a sheath?
Not really.
Okay.
Probably something more like courage or something,
Well, there is courage.
There's courage sheen.
or the constitution one.
Let's see here.
'Cause I'm still going to take a massive beating and not be able to be healed very easily.
What's your strength?
Ooh, I don't know. Looking. 16.
Okay. Well, that's enough. How do you feel about solid stone full plate?
I'm fine with it as long as Bractor makes no comments.
Omega low. Well, you can have that made out of eternal stone, which will give you some nice damage reduction and some con. Or excuse me, max HP. Let's see, how much is that? Let's see, what level are you guys? 12? Is 12?
12.
12.
So max tier. So that gives you. Okay, I can give you full plate mail. Cost of. Hold on, I have to check that's within your budget.
There's also the elemental metals. I forget what the ice one's called, but there's Peats of the Sky, although I think that was supposed to be really rare.
I mean, it is rare, but you can find it. You've got the connections. So it's not. You also have heavy druidic influence, so finding the elemental.
Then you know I'm always down for some ice metal.
Yeah, I figured you'd want to go ice. Hold on. Let me at least give you some options. There's the Eternal Stone Plate Mail, which is a 100-pound stone plate mail. It costs 48,000, and it gives you damage reduction and max HP. I think it's 15 max HP and 5 damage reduction on physical attacks. Pretty potent. And
Yeah, that's pretty good.
for your noble bearing, as well as the discounts from being founders, it's about 48,000 for that. So
Okay.
there's that. Another option is, let's see. Now, ice gives me a lot to work with.
We have the name of that somewhere.
I believe it is. It's either Rhine Steel, or it's Rhine Meld. I can't remember which one it is. It's been a while since I looked at them.
Or the Reinhardt.
Well,
Sorry for
Rhyme
that word.
Rhyme is as in cold. But let's see here though.
I have it listed as True Ice. But
Well,
that
True-
would be a
True-
simplified name.
Well, True Ice is. I mean, it's the same thing. True Ice was its 7 years name because that's when I had to use the keyword true to bypass Pathfinder's ridiculous immunity trees. Trying to find an effect that do you want a tanking effect, or because like, okay, so ice gives you
Hold on, last question.
Yeah.
Is there like a celestial equivalent of metal?
there is, but it's really expensive. Celestial steel is really costly, so you get access to the effects, but they won't be as high of tier to keep within your
Okay,
budget.
for the sheath.
Let's see. For the sheath, celestial steel sheath can give you things like when you draw your weapon, you shine with the daylight spell. It can give you stuff like I believe you could also afford blinding critical, which is pretty nice. But I think that's pretty much what
How
you
does
can get.
because Negatia is already kind of void. Where does void come into that?
Well,
Or is that
if you want to go down the void route, that's one of the most expensive metals since void steel is incredibly hard to make. As void and negation are not quite the same, but let's see. Void sheath is.
Here's what we'll do. We'll have you search up a void sheath, and if it doesn't pan out or costs $1 million, I'll get the stone armor.
Sounds good. Let me see real quick though. Void is. Budget of 50,000. Oh god. Well, you could probably get a little extra money from somebody if they want this, so this isn't out of your reach, but for 60,000 gold, I can give you a void sheath, which gives you soul critical. Whenever you critically hit an enemy, you can destroy their spell slots. If they have no spell slots, it instead reduces their highest mental stat by 1d6.
I gotta be honest, that'd be pretty good for tier.
I absolutely want that.
60,000. And the critical is, let's see, sheath effects are not entirely passive. They are temporary, but this lasts for the first 3 rounds of combat.
Can you just stick it back in?
You can to reset it, but you have to spend 1 round with it sheathed. So. Unless you're, well, never mind. We don't have sword. I'm in the Pathfinder notes. We don't have sword saints anymore.
Well, we go through everyone else and see if there's leftover cash.
You got it. All right, next up we have wizard armor. Oh no, it's Bractor. Martial Weaver weapon. I've got some of those.
Since we're kind of playing the catch-up game today, once you're done with the shopping stuff, can you write up the regen ring?
I already have that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, so Bractor, how do you feel about spears?
I mean, I'm not necessarily against spears. Like, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't take it over like a sword or an axe, but it would. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say no to a spear just on the basis it's a spear.
Well,
Is it like two-handed?
well, it's versatile. It can be both.
Okay.
So you can use it with your shield. There is a Howling Spear that is available to weavers. Its base cost is 30,000 gold, but you can use all of your braids through it. It basically counts as a God, I can't remember what it's called now.
Prayer wheel.
A prayer wheel. Yeah, it counts as a prayer wheel. Let's see here. It also gives you a +1 to attack with any attack cantrips or attack braids. So that's pretty neat.
Well, I don't have any cantrips, but
Right.
the braids would be nice.
And then you have hold on, let me check and make sure this is 5th edition capable. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. You can also spend strands to give your spear additional reach whenever you make an attack. 1 strand gives you 10 additional reach, which is pretty cool.
Does it have any, like... Obviously, it basically acts as a focus for stuff. Does it have any other, like, mechanical augments, or is it basically just
If you enchant it to have some, yeah, you can get some, but that's just what the base spear does.
Are the enchantments that would go on it randomly rolled, or is it more
No,
like...
you can choose. It's how we did this in 7 years. You can choose the materials, and if you have any blessings or specific things that you have access to or would like to get access to, you can kind of customize it a little bit. Granted, you're already kind of pushing your budget with 30 grand, but I mean, there's still wiggle room there, and it's always a base +1, so it's also a magic weapon.
I'm still kind of banking on the stick.
All right, we can. There's other options, so.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just looking. I'm looking to add more. My big thing is I'm looking to add more bite to my melee.
You could just try to get augmentations for your prayer wheel. They'll be expensive, but they'll be precisely what you're looking for.
I thought my stick couldn't be augmented.
Not normally. No. You're level 12, though. You got access to some stuff. Like I said, it'd be expensive, but...
I would like to... I think that would be my, I think that would be my go-to.
Alright, let's see here. Since you have access to Inu strands now, due to story benefits, we have some things to go over. Oh god, let's see, can you even afford any of these? This one's 46,000, so that's pretty close. So, let's see, what does this do? Oh, I think that's the one that you want. Yeah. This one is the Thundering Wheel enhancement. It increases the damage die step of the prayer wheel by 1 step. In addition to that, the prayer wheel deals an additional 2d6 thunder damage. For
Yeah, I'm good with that.
48,000.
You said 48?
48,000 gold, yep.
I have basically just that.
Clap. Easy.
Oh my god, we're gonna be poor again. Oh no, but we're gonna look nice, boys. Walk like we got money, boys.
I mean, we're gonna go fight Wendigos. We're probably not gonna.
We're gonna eat some Wendigos.
No, we're
No,
not
we're
gonna
not.
eat some
Wendigo,
Wendigos.
Morty. We gotta get a Wendigo.
Who's Morty?
Cube.
Gotta get me cube.
Okay. Next up we have is Hackney.
I'm getting minus
All
ones.
right, all right.
Alright, let's see. Heavy wizard armor. I got lots of options for that. Can I interest you in some Hikari plate? Eyebrow wriggles.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
No? You don't want to do that? Okay.
I'll have to think about it. Is there other options?
Well,
There are other options, yes.
is it the
You don't
kind
want-
that like stores your
Yes.
soul, or is it like knockoff?
No, it's the kind that stores your
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah, that's my worry, because I get nuked so much.
Yeah, we're gonna die more.
Let's see here.
I noticed you have a dying problem. How would you like to never be able to come back?
I'll be honest, I've thought about it.
Well, it's an option in case you want it. Let's see
Alright,
here. I would suggest the druid armor, but you wouldn't be able to cast fire spells anymore. And that's big sad.
That is very depressing.
God, nobody gonna take my girl. No. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh shit.
Nice.
You're not an elf, so I can't give you that one. You're not a shark eye. Can't give you that one.
Maris is.
No one cares. God.
Listen, I already dumped her. It's fine.
Hyperion Omega. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you can't say no.
You can't call me that.
No, you can't. It's against the law.
Let's see here. I could give you that. That's dangerously cheesy.
Hmm?
Well,
Cheesy, like flavor cheesy, or?
well, there's you could get. Oh God, creeping silk mail, which is heavy armor for a
Oh.
wizard,
Wait, is that like?
but it's made out of creeping
Binding?
death thread.
Oh no, are you saying Miss You might enjoy armor made out of spider silk?
Look,
Perish the thought.
I'm just saying that that is an option.
What does it do?
Well, it gives you half plate equivalency in AC. It also gives you spider climb, Omega Low, of 30 feet.
Ooh.
And that's its base, what it gives you. You can enchant it for additional effects. It costs 28,000 gold pieces for the base cost. And then you can like decide to add attachments or whatever.
Damn it! why did have to be
It should be
spider?
noted there is a downside to using spider silk, creeping silk, is that due to the nature of the corruption of Dalton, it will cost you a step. It counts as a minor evil act to wear it. From the
Oh,
corruption
damn it!
effect.
Jesus, every time with you.
Just be a little evil.
No! No!
To be clear, that's not an alignment shift. It's just
I know.
you'll be a step closer to it.
Just pop
Nope.
back to camp and stab a Morris real quick. RP justification.
Everything that I love will be dangled in front of my eyes behind an evil act, but I will not. Thank you, though.
All right. In that case, there's really one only option left that's in your wheelhouse, or excuse me, budget range, and that is... oh, God. Well, I don't know how you feel about going in the other direction, but there is a Sanctified Mail. That is...
Ooh, is that me?
Negative. Sanctified Mail is for White Council Court Wizards. It counts as heavy armor. It's basically the equivalent of chainmail. And it adds... let's see here. It gives you Cure Wounds as a arcane spell to your spell list, which is pretty sick, nasty. And it gives you... advantage versus curse spell effects. Or magical curse effects.
And that's
I think I have that already as a gnome.
And that is the base. The base of that is 36,000 gold pieces.
maybe you could like get it customized. It could enhance all your fire to do extra like holy damage or something.
Maybe. Here's my question though. You said this is like something that's worn by the fuck, I already forgot the name.
The
you
White
know what
Council.
I mean. The White Council. So by me wearing this, wouldn't that piss them off? Because this is probably something only for them, yeah?
I mean, maybe if you went up to the White Council and started acting like a court wizard, they'd probably get mad, but this isn't like a, you know.
It's not sacred.
I mean, it is, but it's also like, how are they going to know? Like,
we will literally just kill them. It's fine.
No, I have politics
give
to
us
think
trouble.
about. Okay, so I'm gonna...
The politics are there, but they are very light, and it's... I think you're putting too much, well, maybe... It's your character's perspective, but if you want the DM side of it, the DM side of it is it grants you no, like, baseline disadvantage to interacting with those that would respect the robes. However, it could be used to RP advantage, and it could also come back to bite you if you used it for RP advantage, you know, pretending to be one. But if you're not pretending to be one, I mean, they have no way of even proving that it is. It's that it's actually, like, officially made by the White Council. It's just, they would make something that is like that.
Okay. Is there any way I could enhance this with what gold I had left?
I mean, yeah, but you have to choose what effects you want, whether or not you can afford them. It costs 36,000 base.
Okay. I guess the only thing that I'm thinking of now is that technically this gives me a little bit less AC, but I can work with it. If I can enhance this, then that's probably a worthy dip. Yeah, sure, okay.
Well, okay, well, what do you want to do to enhance it?
Spider climb.
Don't tempt me now. Is there anything that I can do that can help me get better movement or enhance my either AC or make my fire hurt even more?
AC is more expensive, movement is even more expensive than that, but fire augmentation is pretty common, so there is a... Well, how do you want to augment it? Do you want to do more damage? Do you want it to not hurt your allies? Do you want it to change the damage type?
Yes, that one.
Not hurt your allies, okay.
That sound good.
But what if you just hurt us more?
In that case...
that's good too.
In that case, I can add the enchantment Temperance to it, which gives your allies advantage to saving throws versus your spells.
I'll take it.
All right.
Oh,
How much is that augment?
All right, then in that case, since you've decided on yours, I'll go ahead and type that up real quick.
Fine. Suddenly, it's not cool to kill Ronnie.
You mean Ozzy?
I said what I said.
Ronnie has feelings. That was such a.
There's gonna be a fan art of Womp Ronnie style Ronnie getting beaten over the head by Practor.
Oh, my player's getting fucked up. This is great. Wait, I can't live without him. Oh god.
Oh God, I'm
gonna have to be an NPC. My voice is gonna be wrong.
I'm Ozzy talking as Ronnie talking as Ozzy.
Why does this guy keep pretending to be me?
The eternal mystery of time and space.
This is that fucking Spider-Man meme. The pointing.
Where Ozzy.
All right,
is
I got
pointing
yours
at Womp.
loaded up. That's going to be an extra 10,000 gold, which brings your total to 46,000 gold.
Okay. Then I'll give the rest for Bractor so that he can enhance his stuff.
I appreciate that, but I don't think an extra 7,000 is gonna do much. So we might as well put it aside for like party consumables.
Well, Alexander needs more money, right? How much was yours, Stir?
60,000.
Also,
I'll help. I'll
Hey,
build towards that then.
that's perfect. That's literally perfect.
Hey!
All right, next up is Ronnie. Magical light armor, somehow aid in getting safely out of harm's way.
Yeah, specifically, like, if you could just give me, like, armor that has 12 plus dex AC and, like, the cunning action. Like, that would just be, mwah. I mean, I know I can't be that specific, probably, but...
I mean, you can, it's just that's really expensive. That's a class feature, and that's an iconic one, but we'll see what I can find.
Yeah.
Are you trying to fish for a swift action disengage so that you can fly the unhealthy
Yes.
skies?
Yeah, I can just bob and weave and get in and out.
Oh
and...
no.
Nuke him.
Ozzy's become dangerous while airborne and landing. He's Spirit Airlines.
I can't wait for when you're going to hit a situation where no matter where you land, you're going to hurt something or someone. Like you just forget and it's like, I'm just gonna fly up for a second and just,
Oh, shit,
see the
that's
sights, and
perfect.
then you land in front of
That's exactly what you want. Okay. Let's see. I have for 40,000 gold pieces the armor of the Autumn Assassin, which is a set of leather armor made entirely out of the multicolored leaves of fall, with the holy symbol of Vinsk on the front of it. This armor gives you is the equivalent of a +1 chain shirt. And hold on, these are Pathfinder terms. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that wouldn't be useful because that action doesn't exist in 5th edition.
You know what? I'm gonna put a controversial statement out there, and I don't mean this in any way other than face value. I think Korn is very good at drawing Hackney.
Corn is great at everything, okay.
Omega lol.
Well, I mean, like specifically, like all their art is good, but the Hackney art is actually like, I look at some of the ones that, can be seen on Twitch, and I'm like, that could actually be the character art.
You jerk off to it?
No, yeah. Great. Now I feel like I'm being judged for some reason.
Corn doesn't only draw lewd things. Come on now.
Listen, I just use Demi's art, okay? This Ozzy's great.
I like how
I
it
don't
was
think
like,
it's great.
hey, you know what? I'm gonna make a wholesome comment about this guy's art, despite, or I don't know what your gender is, Corn. I'm gonna make a nice comment about Corn's art, taking out all the, unsavory bits. Oh, that's Sean. I know what he's doing.
What's happening?
So you saying there's something wrong with like jamming it to beautiful art, Sean?
Oh
Jesus
God.
Christ.
What I'm saying is, you wouldn't drag the Mona Lisa down to the level of a
Let's just
mason.
say you wouldn't drag your balls across the Mona Lisa.
Well, no. If I had the
Don't
chance
judge
to
me.
do that, I would.
It's made of wood. You get splinters.
Yeah, but I can say I did that for the rest of my life in jail.
I'm right now, since I'm a moderator of Verum, I'm why I have to moderate stream spoiler chat. I'm doing this to myself.
That's fine.
And then they came,
What?
even the dragons.
Who?
Hello.
Even though Ronnie's dragging their balls across the Mona Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. My balls?
Mine.
If you want.
If you want to
Sir.
join me, like, we'll do some bro drags.
Sir doesn't have balls.
Why do you think that I don't have balls?
Was it just like a...
Are you calling him a
balloon?
coward, or do you actually think that he's castrated?
That's left up to the judges.
Okay.
All right.
A castrato?
The duality of man. Yesterday we get like a beautiful session and then fighting a dangerous monster, and then we get today. It's like, I wonder what they're going to do. Will they survive the Wendigo? It's like, do you ever think about dragging your balls across the Mona Lisa? I bet you get splinters. Duality of man.
Yeah, it's not on a canvas.
What?
I look at your token, Ronnie, and
Mm-hmm.
it looks like your brain. You just don't have a skull. It's just an eye on your brain.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is probably going to be the one you want. This is really fucking good for you.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna take it sight unseen,
Well,
but I want to see it too.
See, Armor of the Autumn Assassin is a +1 chain shirt equivalent. It adds +1d6 to any source of poison damage that you cause. In addition to that, it has the ability called Fade. As a bonus action, you may make a stealth check versus an opponent that you are in melee reach of. If you defeat their perception check, you are invisible to that enemy and may move at half speed. This movement does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Holy shit.
even if you fail that check,
Is that-
that's still good.
Is that just one enemy?
That's one enemy though. You can only
Okay.
do that against one. It's not literal cunning action, but it's pretty good.
I mean, what are you gonna
You're,
be doing? 46 by moving?
It's not directly adjacent to him either. It's like 10 feet out, right?
Melee.
It's within
Range.
melee
Melee.
reach. So if they have reach, then you can do it further away. But
What is? Oh, hold on. Let me look what a +1, and that's still light armor, right?
chain shirt's light armor. Chain shirt is, I believe, a 13. But
No, chain shirt is medium.
oh, chain shirt is
light
medium.
metal armor. But I mean, he can wear medium armor. He's a druid.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I want to, but then I can't fly.
Yeah, you can.
Nope.
Yeah, oh wait. Oh right, Aarakocra have a dumb fucking. I don't know. Maybe it's different because it's made of fucking leaves.
I mean, you said yeah.
Well, you can just get that augmented. You can downgrade the armor if you want. We can downgrade
If I could downgrade it to studded leather.
studded leather. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Right, I forgot. They were like, "Hey, let's make Aarakocra good." Okay, let's make them not good again.
What?
Aarakocra have a good fly speed, and it's about the only racial class feature they get. But they can't wear any decent armor.
Hold on. Do they not have chain shirt in
No, they do.
It's 2 words.
Well, that's what I said. I said chain shirt, not chain mail.
Right,
No,
chain
they
shirt.
do.
It's 2 words.
Oh, it's medium armor. Okay. God, that's
Yeah,
weird. All right, never mind then.
There's no metal armor in the light armor section.
Well, in either
What?
case. Anyway, here you go. This is what it's +1 studded leather, +1d6 to any source of poison damage with the fade ability, and it's 40,000 gold pieces.
Okie dokie. Could you paste out the
I
description
will.
for me?
I'll paste that
Thank
out.
you. Okay. Yes, I shall take that.
Okay then, sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this reminds me of?
How could I?
You remember when in the Blackfires when I kept trying to get Terrence to make me something, but every time he finished, we always just we were fucking stuck somewhere, and finally we got back, and our grandpa was like, "Ah, my grandchildren, it's good to see you again." It's like, "What? You were an invalid. What happened?" "Oh, a nice leprechaun gave me a shirt that made me wiser and smarter and more charismatic." And then he sent me a message on like, "Hey, you can have that shirt if you rip it off your grandpa's back, you monster."
No, I don't remember that.
Shit. Well, I mean, you were there, because you're all of us. Can't believe you cared that little.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Shore 4.
Oh, hey. There's like a lot I could do, but I'm not sure which one.
Okay, rank these in terms of priority.
Okay.
Damage, movement, and saving throw.
Oh, no extra attacks then?
That would be under damage, sir.
Oh. Probably damage, movement, then saving throws.
All right. Let's see what I can find. Oh, that's fucking sick. Hold on. Can you afford this?
Pause champ.
It's a little bit out of your price range, but it's reachable. It's 52,000 gold pieces, but
I thought we had 53.
That was our split, yes.
oh, well, there you go.
Dab.
Let's see here. It is the Duelist's Veil. The Duelist's Veil grants a +1 to attack and AC while wielding a weapon with one hand with nothing in your offhand. In addition to that, whenever you would attack an enemy with an attack of opportunity, for any reason, that attack deals an additional weapon die of damage. But does not count as a critical hit.
I don't think I would be doing many attacks of opportunity, though.
Okay, let's see if I can.
Plus, I'm using this sword as a two-hand, so I don't know if that stops the first thing.
It would be if you were using the dual style, but it's pretty good. Okay, see if I can find something else for you.
Put that on Nidhogg, though, and he's having a field day.
Doesn't Nidhogg use a shield?
No, he uses a halberd
But
with the standard polearm master sentinel reach set tunnel fighter attack of opportunity.
Well,
What?
Huh?
Sir.
Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, he muted himself. He knows he's not doing well.
I'll eat my neighbors. I'll do it.
And we're back to soundboards.
What did you call me? What did you call me?
What did you call me? And they came, all of them,
Even the dragons. What did you call me?
Oh, here's something that you might like.
Hmm?
Let's see here. Oh, all right. This is the. Hold on. Let me make sure you can actually use this.
Yeah.
The Kabuto of the Blood Oath.
Weeby.
Kabuto of the Blood Oath is... It adds bleed damage to your melee attacks. And the bleed damage is equal to half of your proficiency modifier. And that is 35,000 gold pieces.
So it would just add basically 2 bleed
Yeah,
every time I hit someone.
to your melee attacks, yeah. And bleed damage stacks with itself, and it's a damage over time effect.
And it works the same, like when it's their turn, they just take
So
2 damage
if you
for-
hit somebody once, they have bleed 2. So at the start of their turn, they would take 2 damage. If you hit them 4 times, then they would have 8 bleed. At the start of their turn, they would take 8 damage.
Is there anything that it just increases my stance strengths flat out?
There is, but you cannot afford it. It is a lot.
Feels bad. Trying to think.
The thing about bleed is that it persists until it's removed specifically. So if you're fighting an enemy that's vulnerable to it, because there's some enemies that aren't, if you're fighting an enemy that's vulnerable to it and that doesn't heal themselves easily, you could do some pretty good damage with it.
You should get your sister some armor. Just saying.
She's not a combatant, stir.
She could be.
We'll see.
I just don't attack as much to feel like I stack the bleed enough, especially with the HP pools that some of these enemies have.
I don't know if that's really fair to yourself. You attack quite a bit. You attack.
Well, I only
in
have 2
AoE.
attacks a turn.
Well, yes, but if you use your effect, you're attacking multiple enemies per turn.
But the way I look at it is like these enemies have like 80 health, 100 health, and if I'm only like I can attack multiple targets, but if I'm only doing a 2 bleed on all of them,
I
then,
mean,
like,
okay.
the fight
Well,
needs
then
to
let's
like span out.
Well, in that case, let's actually sit down and look at that. Bleed damage, if it's not removed, so let's say a reasonable scenario is that your bleed damage is unlikely to be removed directly. So, if it's not removed, like against a large solo enemy, whenever you strike that enemy, if for each time that you hit, that is a residual gain rather than the temporary gain that you would be getting out of, or excuse me, a non-linear gain that you would be getting instead of a linear gain. So what I'm trying to say is that getting, like, say you had a +2 to damage, every time that you hit, that means you do an extra 2 damage, which is all well and good. But the reason that bleed is good is that 2 damage is cumulative, whereas the other +2 damage is not. So now I know that can seem 2 damage isn't anything. Well, let me explain to you. Over the course of 6 rounds, you have 2 attacks per turn. Here, I'll just tell you how much damage that is. So 6 rounds, as you're a main attacker, that means you're going to be attacking a lot, yeah? So let's say, for practical purposes, you could only attack out of 5 rounds of that 6 rounds because you had to position or use a potion. Sure, that's fair.
Yeah.
So, boom, you attack twice normal, so that's 10 attacks, and you apply 2 bleed for each attack. So that means your total DOT is going to be about 20, but the stacking up from that is still counted. So that means you would get 4 for the first round, plus 8 for the next round, plus 12 for the next round, plus 16 for the next round, and then finally plus 20. So that means you've already done 40 extra damage before you even hit the 20 mark. And then finally you end at 60 when you hit the 20 mark. And then that damage is calculated as 60 extra damage over the course of that entire thing, whereas your regular attack damage would only have dealt out of the 10 attacks 20 extra damage. So you literally did 3 times the amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
so
the bleed works where after it does -1 stack, right?
What? No, you're thinking Myriad. Bleed doesn't go down.
Wait, bleed never goes away in here?
Unless it's healed. Like, it can be removed. Like, any healing removes all bleed. So, if the enemy heals itself, it full dumps out of it. And there are some enemies that are immune to it because they don't have blood. But, I mean, it's damage that is cumulative over time.
Right.
It doesn't go down. So, it's 60 damage versus 20. So, that's why bleed damage is good.
Yeah.
But it's not...
What was the full item again?
The full item is it's the Kabuto of the Blood Oath, and it gives 2 bleed damage to your melee attacks. That's the entirety of the effect.
Okay.
Also, something else to keep in mind is that this bleed damage also triggers concentration. So, if an enemy is concentrating on a spell and they take bleed damage, they have to roll against it. Which is an additional stacking chance that, you know, they could roll the 1 and fail it.
Mm-hmm.
This is even more effective against enemies with multiple initiatives, as bleed triggers each time.
True.
There are some exceptions to this, but most of them follow that rule.
Is there any item that can do damage per movement? Or is that out of my price range?
I think the lowest one of that is 70,000. And that gives you lightning damage to your attacks, I believe, from the Greaves.
I'm so fucking fast.
Greaves of the Lightning Servant gives you scaling extra lightning damage based on how much you moved, I believe. And it also gives you additional movement.
Okay, then that's probably the A1 choice right there, but I don't have enough money. Trying to think, is there something else I'd want? Because the bleed is really good, but I'm just trying to think if there's something else.
Take your time.
You sure?
You could save your money if you wanted. I mean, if we're going to fight Wendigos, they're pretty serious tier creatures. They probably have like hordes or something. Maybe. I can dream.
Or Wendigo hair. How much does that sell for? Smile.
Do Wendigos still wind walk? You might even be able to use Wendigo hair to make something for your go fast.
Hmm.
You could literally rolling around at the speed of sound.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to give yourself, like, augmented movement speed, like, at fly speed, that's within your price range.
Fly speed?
Yeah. I mean, boots of fly are not that complicated or expensive. They're fairly expensive. I think it's 25,000 gold pieces, but that gives you a fly speed.
So then I'm the bird.
Well,
don't
specifically,
tread on my territory.
you're running on wind, so you're more like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Lawsuit, but it's pretty good.
What does fly speed do compared to normal movement?
It's just literally instead of using your land speed and all the augmentations to that, you use your fly speed instead. So you'd have to go through your effects and see which things affect only your land speed, because if they don't specify, then that means they affect all your movement types.
Yeah, I don't think any of mine specify.
Well, then there you go.
Well, it's like, what I'm trying to say is like, is 60 land speed different than 60 fly?
Yeah, because you can fly. Land speed means you can only, well, walk around on the ground. Fly means you can go up and down and side to side, bank, go over. I mean, it's fly versus walk.
Yeah, I know that. I just meant like the way you were saying it sounded like maybe you get like additional movement because it's fly or something.
Not really. I mean, you can
Gotcha.
to some extent go further if you go down, because flying down gives you double the amount, but flying up costs you half. So technically speaking, if you were already really high up, you could move more feet than land walking, but it's purely to get you into position. It's not really that different.
Gotcha.
Just defy all expectations and get a burrow speed.
I'm gonna become
where
Doug
it's
Trio.
We just see like out of the ground pops Bellanovan and he just does the suspicious dog eyes. He's looking around and then just sinks back into the dirt.
My only other thing would be, is there a way to? It's probably out of price range, but is there a crit threshold reduction item?
Doesn't your Songblade already crit on like an 18 or a 19?
Yeah, but what if I could reduce that even more?
To a 10.
Mm-hmm.
There is, but it is. Yeah, that's way out of your price range. The lowest one on that is 110 grand.
Oh God.
Yeah. That's
If just one of us gave up an item.
I'm not even technically getting a third slot filled. I'm just getting an upgrade. Which I hope I don't go back to Inu after this and he's just like, thank you.
But that's what he's gonna be like.
Guardian. Now, as reward, allow me to fill your weapons with the power of the life. Up, Braktor, it looks like you've tampered with the device and violated the EULA. You can no longer be a weaver. You'll be hearing from my astral lawyers soon.
I think I'm gonna keep the items in mind, then see if I get anything from the Wendigo or the Rotting Wound. See what my money lies after that, I think.
You got it. All right. Okay. Well, I think that's all of you. Let me go back through
Too
here.
bad we don't have a casino, so I can gamble 50k on black, and then
Well, you do have a casino in the guild.
What did you?
that's our own money.
Stir, what did you decide on? I'm sorry.
I think someone was helping me buy the sheath.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
I'm
me.
unclear on it. Okay.
The Void Blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
And then I'll write that up for you.
Shorefore's right. He could have gotten more money from the casino because, as is famously known, the house always loses.
Let's see. If I'm spending 40, that leaves me 11.
I assume the
75.
amount of money we got was from Galen and our Adventurers Guild.
And then
He is the house.
okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to split my remaining gold between me, Hackney, and Alexander, since Hackney and Alexander are going to have nothing. So,
Why are you giving me money?
Because you won't have any after buying your armor or your sheath. I mean,
Alexander declines.
okay.
He's
If you're
already
giving
spent
money,
a
just
lot
give it
of
to
your
me.
money.
Smile.
I'll take it.
He would
Yeah.
insist to just put it
I'll
back
take
into
your
the
money.
city.
I mean, if you really want to do something with it other than just kicking it around, I mean, buy some like potions or something.
Oh my God, I know how to spend money. I'm giving 5,000 to Hackney. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Don't take it. What does he want in return? Think about it.
You've got to be my friend for today.
At every time.
You've got to pat me on my head, even though it's super gross and dry now.
I have a question, Arcanum.
Yes.
How much
Hey.
is the Wand of Starry Nights worth? Or Wand of Starry Night, yeah.
Oh, you'll have to post it. I'll look at it in a second.
I still don't have the text. That it was the one where you can shoot magic missiles.
Oh, right, the other magic missile wand. Hold on.
Yeah. Because we're like literally never using that. We haven't used that in
Pretty
a
sure
long
that one's 32,000.
Well, we don't-
You'd have to roll
we
to sell
can-
it, but
we can use it. Like it's not a attunement. Didn't
We
you get that
can.
from a god?
I can't. Don't say we. You're leaving me out.
I did. I got that from the Matron of Fate.
Sag.
Well, I'm not selling it yet. I was just wondering how much it's worth.
32 gram.
Graham.
There you have it. If anything, I would just combine it into one of my existing gears or something. Try and change it to something else. So then it's still with me. But we don't have enough time to forge stuff.
You guys know today's Tuesday?
You didn't, apparently.
Hey everyone, it's Tuesday. Yeah, British people say Tuesday. Like tube. Or say tube.
Tip in the morning to ya.
Spot on, you guys.
This is problematic. Problematic.
This is not embarrassing at all. You having fun out there, British people?
Okay.
Oh, we're having loads of fun.
We've plenty of games to play.
Just hanging out on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Go on then, show us your minge.
Oi, governor. What a pleasant Tuesday.
All right.
Jesus.
Oh, that was Rhythm Bot. It was just so well timed. It sounded like somebody left.
Yeah, later,
can't
guys. I'm
believe-
out.
I can't believe Rhythm Bot is British.
Rhythm Bot embarrassed.
65,000.
It is misspelled.
I mean, I would, if I wasn't me, the one saying it, I would leave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got Hackneys, I've got Aussies, I've got Stirs. What do we got? Sean, what'd you go with?
I was doing the stick, the thundering stick upgrade.
Oh, right. Let's see. We were staff. Augment.
I got one more thing I can think of.
Warrior, Plus
And,
2
we
D
have-
weapon die increase 1 step.
It'd be a Tuesday on this damn Sunday afternoon, eh?
Yeah, in it.
And we have the ring.
Tip in the morning to you, ain't it? Ain't it?
This is. I can't believe how accurate we are. We're
Would you
really
like
good.
some tea?
Somebody's gonna come in and think, "Wow, is this a British stream?"
Would
Hey,
you
so
like
you-
your morning tea?
Yeah.
You
What's
have
your question,
Rampart
short for?
as like the samurai
Um,
planet. Where's England planet?
My question would be, is there any way to get stealth from attacks or stealth without using my actions kind of thing? That would be the other thing I can think of, because one of the things I'm missing right now is having to use action economy to stealth. So if I could get those sneak attack ins, that'd be
Ooh, reaction
mucho
stealth.
buenos. Or ways to deal sneak attack without having to do it from stealth. Things like that. If there's items like that in the price range.
Funny enough, that's what I'm getting.
You're a druid. You
I'm a
don't do
druid.
snake attack.
I'm a beast snake ain't got nothing to do with it.
All you're doing is talking like Flipper without the voice changes.
I know. I looked at my phone earlier when Arcada messaged me because I didn't know today was Tuesday. And he said, like, you good, question mark? And I was like, oh, why is Arcadum worried about me? Like, that's nice, but, like, I'm fine.
That's outside your price range.
Sheep.
I don't think we can get that. Yeah. I mean, there are other stealth options, but they're all going to cost you the same action economy, so that's not quite what you want.
True.
All right. Well, I've got the rest of your guys' stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah.
I'm putting it in
Hell yeah.
Soul of Tyre.
Yeah. Yes, please do.
Oh, do it to me.
There you go. There it is, all written out for you.
Ooh, bonus actions.
I'm edging.
Does my thing still cost the same? Or name the same?
Stealth.
Yeah, it's still the same item.
Ah,
it's
my
just
stealth is
augmented.
shit
Oh.
though.
What is the name? Because I forgot it. You told it to me in the middle of
Oh,
the fight.
+1 studded leather. Ooh, that's another AC. Nice. Yeah, that +1 alone is going to be worth it.
Fighting for my life out here.
I still have the potion of invulnerability and growth and greater healing. Does anyone want to take them from me because I can't use them?
I'm already kind of the potion. I'll put them in my inventory. It said greater healing
If you're
and the
bigger
growth.
than your
Oh, that didn't really help in chat, but yeah.
if you're bigger, Ronnie, then you can your AoE's bigger.
That is very true. You don't automatically get reach for being large. No.
No.
Not automatically, no.
Is it a scroll of growth or a potion of growth?
Potion, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Potion, yeah.
And I'll just put my inventory in chat. So if anybody wants any of my potions at any time, they can just say, hey, I want this. Let's see here.
I said, hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
There you go. That's my stuff I'm willing to share.
Oh my God, does he try? It tries all the time
in this institution.
And he prays.
Oh my God, does he pray? He prays every day.
Yeah, for revolution. And I say, hey, yeah.
What a good song.
This is why God doesn't speak to us anymore.
This is why he should speak to us.
It's just called the Weaver's Wheel, I'm pretty sure, Sean, but I can go back. and
Okay,
look.
that's fine. I am gonna.
Don't make fun of me.
Since we're not in the gauntlet anymore, I am going to try to go back to actually, like, tanking and taking hits, especially because physical resistance. So depending on what the ring does, I would like to attune to that if there's no objections. The only other full melee person can't wear it.
Oh, wait, let me look at it. Where is it? Did he DM it to you?
No, it just needs to get posted.
Yeah.
What?
What do you...
I'm asking the group if they mind if I attune to the regen ring.
We don't know what it does.
Oh, I'm getting that. Hold on. That's right.
Yeah, no, I'm asking you guys in advance while he's getting it.
Well,
I
we'll
don't
have
know.
see what
I'd
it
want to know
does.
what it does.
Yeah, what does it do, man?
Come on, Sean. Tell us what it does.
Fuck, are you serious right now?
I'm pretty serious.
I mean, you'll probably get it, but we'll see. That sounded so like we might let you have it.
I'll let you have it, Ronnie. Have it your way. Go buy you some fucking Burger King, cause you're cool.
I have been buying too much Burger King.
Culver's instead.
Ronnie, I thought you were kosher?
Yeah, Jewish. Thanks for noticing.
No.
Stepping away for one moment.
But what am I? You mean on a diet?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Burger King diet?
Yeah, no, it's bad. I get it. No.
I feel you.
I'm trying to get back on track.
There you go.
Ooh. That's pretty sick.
That's too much.
That is a very, very, very sick ring.
Tone it down.
No.
Oh, let me
Oh,
look.
it's a 2 minutes left.
Chad, it
Fast
has
healing 20.
like that.
I almost feel like Bractor isn't in the shit as much as... Well, Alexander can't wear it, though. So I guess it would be... Yeah, I think it would be... Well, either Bractor or Bellanovan.
You want to know who's always dead?
Ozzy?
His name's Ozzy.
Oh, you make a good point, but what would I unattune to?
No, let me read it off. Let me read it off for chat room. The Ancient Ring of Regeneration has Artifact Attunement, which means it takes up an attunement slot, and it cannot share. It basically can only be attuned to one artifact at a time. The wearer of this ring has Fast Healing 20 as long as they are conscious.
Are you attuned to right now? I know you got the which you should probably keep.
Got the what?
You have the shield, which you should definitely keep.
Well, the thing is, the +1 standard leather armor is going to give me another +1 AC. And it's a +2 shield. So, like, I'll still have 17 AC. But then, what is your AC right now without the shield? Without the epic shield?
18.
Okay, so you would get 20 and I would get 17. Otherwise, it's going to be 19 and 18 between us.
A lot of the reason why you get hurt a lot is because your AC is so low.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I think I'm okay without the Regen Ring because I think I've got like a very nicely rounded.
Just get hit less, man.
I'd be happy to take it because I get hurt a lot, but I wouldn't fuss if Bellanovan took it.
Dude, maybe if Bellanovan has consistent healing, he'll actually fight things.
Yeah, I
Word
do
around
feel
the
like
offices, I've got a fat cock.
I do feel it's either Hackney or Bellanovan because I just feel like Bractor doesn't get quite in the shit as much.
Well, no, he does. It's just his AC is so fucking huge.
Oh god, 24. Oh god, yeah, that's
that's why
crazy.
he never gets hurt.
And he can heal himself. Bellanovan and Hackney cannot.
I can, but not as well as everyone else. But
right.
Isn't
I'm
20
always
HP your
mowed
whole
down.
health total?
That's almost half, yeah.
Get one hit once though. Next turn, pop back up.
So long as I'm awake, yeah.
Is Sean back? Sean?
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 What? Do you have a free attunement slot, Tripper?
Yeah, because we're level 12 and I haven't bought anything.
Oh. Well, I'm okay with you taking it. I'm okay with you taking it if the last attunement slot of yours isn't taken up by what your item is.
Well, I'm not buying anything right now. So, I mean, I could just use it as a placeholder right now until I actually get something.
Sure, and I'll take it when you get something else, maybe, if you don't want it anymore anyway.
You say that as Sean will say, I need it.
Also,
yeah, I guess that's true.
Also, with conjure animals now, I have the pool feat, which means I can just literally stick an animal, like keep a wolf on you, healing you wherever I am.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Or like I could literally summon owls to run around healing people.
Well, is my Blade of Harmony is an artifact weapon, right?
Yeah,
Are you allowed to have multiple artifact attunements?
only one
Yeah, so-
artifact at a time, so you wouldn't be able to attune.
Yeah, so
to
I
it.
can't even use it anyways. So that answers that question.
Oh, so yeah, I think it's Hackney.
Is Sean back?
No death ever again.
I don't know if he's back.
19 AC. Nice.
Sean, Bractor,
Sean.
Bracky, Bracky, Brack,
Bractor.
Bracks.
Well, I'm
Bracken
going to
and
watch
Jordan.
those.
Sean!
BRB.
Rivers.
Sean!
Wingardium Leviosa.
Dragon Balls across the Mona Lisa.
What did you call me?
Wingardium of the live stream.
I'm going to poop into the live stream.
That's rude.
No, I was excited.
You can watch.
Oh my fucking
Yes!
God.
Yes!
Front row seat.
There's a chair in your bathroom. It's pointing at the toilet.
And also the live stream.
Yeah, the live stream, I forgot. I mean, the live stream is just the toilet of, like, the universe.
Sorry about that. Food got here and there was a confusion.
You're gonna be pissed, Sean. We all decided that Hackney gets it.
I mean, I
You
would
can have
not.
it if you want.
I would not be mad if Hackney got it, but she would need to unattune from something.
No, I don't. I have a free attunement slot.
Like you have the mask, the staff, and the armor.
And nothing else. The armor doesn't take attunement. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't say anything on it. So,
I mean, I'm fine with that, but none of these say attunement.
I thought mine did. Oh, I guess we need to ask the DM.
What's up?
Are these?
are they
items-
attunement?
Which one?
Is mine?
All of them.
Oh,
arm-
all
Hackney's
those items. Yeah,
Oh, it wasn't listed. Okay. Sad face.
yeah. It's my bad. I didn't put them there, but
I mean, if you want the item, you can unattune from something. I'd be fine with that.
That's about the boat I'm in.
Nope. You can have it if you have a free attunement slot.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
It's great
Oh.
for me, but
What about what?
We went through it. Ronnie can't equip it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
yours.
no, it's yours. Yeah, you take it. But you have to promise to like get in the shit. You have to stand in there.
Let me stab you a few times.
Mm.
I
let
am
me do
literally
it.
built to be a tank.
It's what Gruff would want.
You sure stand far enough away.
Because the only fight where it mattered was in the Crucible, where we were running for our lives.
and he doesn't have a good movement speed, so he has to run as far ahead as he can.
Anyway, before I do this, does artifact attunement bind it to me? Like, if someone came by later and was like, we should put this on them, can I unattune?
You can unattune from an artifact. Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right. All
right.
I'm all good.
Bookkeeping over. Let's fucking fight a Wendigo. I've even been like prettying up my spreadsheets. Ooh, oh god, they're sexy.
Oh, yeah, Ronnie. Tell me about him.
Ooh, they're color coded. Path of the Rotted One is green. Armor of the Autumn Assassin is orange and brown.
Okay.
Also, I can do so much fucking poison damage. I am the poison god right now.
You got poison, I got fire,
Mm,
and Sean's got ice.
I've actually got everything.
Hell,
I have nothing.
Actually,
Like,
You
I-
have negative everything.
I can't do poison. I think I can't do radiant. And I think my fire stuff kind of sucks.
This right here is 1 turn for me. No spell slots used. 13 plus 18 plus 22 plus 11, and like, and the 13, 18, and the 13, 18 are like all adjacent enemies.
Is it or half?
It's or, unfortunately.
Still pretty great.
Mm-hmm. Especially because 17 is a pretty good.
You went from healer to healer DPS.
If you want to practice, you can train on me.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't want to poison you, mate. You've got a pretty face and might melt you. You look like me.
You could honestly practice on me, because I received poison.
And you fast heal 20.
Here, Ozzy, let me throw a classic line at you. Spit on me. I have 3 heads. Why do you think I'm cute?
I mean, I'm not going to leave poison in our guild here. Leave a puddle. It'll be real nasty.
Your pecs look like walnuts.
Oh, they're all dried up, mate. But they was always there. So what happens? It looks like I've not drank water in a week. But I drink so much water, and it all goes into poison. It just keeps dripping out of me. I'm so thirsty all the fucking time.
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
As he whips out a water skin and starts going.
Ozzy does have a Gatorade. I need my electrolytes so that they can become poison.
It's what plants crave.
Oh, how much are first level spell scrolls?
For you guys, like, I think the base is 100 gold.
Oh,
I think.
and it's cheap.
They're not a
get some
lot.
scrolls. I might get some scrolls
$4.
of Ray of Sickness. No, I might as well just use my cantrip. It's better. Hmm. It's not a bonus action. Not a lot of poison spells, sadly.
I mean, Ray of Sickness is pretty good. I mean,
But as an action, I would just use poison spray. But well, it is 30 feet though. Yeah, no, I'm gonna buy like 10 scrolls of Ray of Sickness. Oh wait, no, that's infestation. Hold on. 60 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some scrolls of Ray of Sickness. They're just 100 gold.
Do they vet you to like see where you plan on using these?
Oh, I mean,
I'm like,
look at me, mate. I am sickness incarnate. I'm gonna
That's
be
what I
fucking-
mean, friend. And no offense, but I wouldn't sell them to you.
I mean, I could literally just tell them that I'm gonna eat them and they'd believe me.
why would they believe that?
Because I'm already sick. Oh God, I'm so sick all the time and I'm tired.
Why would they believe you eat paper?
More like sick of your shit.
Nice.
More like sick of this dick in your mouth.
Nice. I mean, technically, that's happened.
What?
Me
With
and
Guy.
Guy.
Dude, my boys, we rowdy.
This is saucing on your boss, boys.
Oh man, I'm so sick. Guys, look at me.
How much does Galen cost? Yeah.
Galen costs nothing if you want to run at him, handsome wink.
Wait, am I playing Guy or Alexander?
I don't know. Which one are you? However, is everyone done with their bookkeeping?
Yeah.
Sir.
Alrighty.
oh, we gotta
Yo.
kill this guy.
Oh yeah, we were killing him.
Mm-hmm.
He's level 2.
Then it's gonna be easy.
Time to die! Pop, 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 pop.
We can't kill him.
The
just
time
kill-
for mercy has passed.
Just jail
No.
him forever.
My dissatisfaction is palpable.
Yeah, let's bring him with us.
Oh God.
You gonna learn, boy.
I mean, if you don't want your sister dating him, that is. Because he won't come back.
He hasn't proved being a bad person yet.
What? He's not a god, so is he worthy?
Only time will tell. I can't just like he said, my sister talked to him.
You shouldn't marry a god. You should marry someone that makes you feel like a god. It will.
Like a god would?
Well, yes, but you know. Don't bring logic into this. I'm trying to say something.
Oh no, I guess if you're always with a god, then you feel weak because they're like so strong. And you're just like, I wish I was as powerful as my god friend.
So, do you guys think I could become the new Lorne? I feel like I'm like halfway there.
No, but maybe something else?
If you want to be the new Lorne, you shouldn't go around saying it.
Oh, good point, good point. Like somebody might try and beat me to it.
No, Lorne might hear you.
Yeah.
I will literally pray to him and ask him if I could be the next him.
And he's gonna pat you on the head softly and say, haha, definitely not, no.
Who was the previous Lorne?
I think he was the first.
Exactly. There's no vacancy, Ozzy.
I mean, with everything we've learned about the nature of the gods, there might have been a previous lord.
Might I recommend to you instead, I don't know, worshipping some obscure god no one's heard of so that you might become it, or become adjacent to it?
Like who?
Alexander shrugs. Toman?
Being
Is
a god-
Azalon a god?
He is to me.
I mean, that's kind of your thing, though. You two could become gods together.
being a god's not all it's cracked up to be. That you always get like prayers and people asking you for shit, and then uppity elves are like, "Oh, I'm a cleric of you. Answer my prayers. Give me shit."
Just kill him.
Or so I've heard.
No offense, but you're like 1/7 of a god. I said no offense.
No, I'm just not going to elaborate on that because the innocent are around.
Amaris told me the 7 suck.
Yeah, well,
Friends, what are we doing?
Okay.
We're waiting for the DM.
she can be right and be a bitch.
-1.
All right. How do you intend to travel there?
I mean, we got horses around here.
I mean, we can. Where is it exactly? I'm trying to decide if Ozzy's been there.
The Rotten Wound.
Is that in the Badlands? Yeah, I guess it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, that's in the Badlands.
Oh, I haven't been that far into the Badlands, so I can't transport via plants.
How far away is it?
We could take the airship. Just
Well, how
drop
far
off
away
it.
is it?
Oh, good question.
Well, it is. Let's see. It is about 2 weeks' travel from the edge of the coast, from the closest port. With an airship, though, you can cut that time down as you will travel to the Rotted Wound. Your adjutants and attending adventurers have already set up a meeting between you and a representative of the Wendigo faith.
The Wendigo Faith.
Wait, is this a diplomatic mission?
Well, it can be, which is what Galen wanted you to do, as well as deal with it. Look, your job is to deal with it. There is an option to talk, or you can just kill everything. It doesn't really matter to me. It's just this is what was arranged.
I don't even remember him arranging talking to a religious people that follow Wendigos.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I explained the Wendigo are rising around a central leader. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do remember that.
Okay, well, that centralized leader is a religious leader. So, hence why the Wendigos are having somebody to follow. The living world right now is dealing with that Wendigo as well, which is referred to as a king. However, Galen, who tends to approach things diplomatically more than anything else, has sent out adventurers to investigate the particular problem. And there's a lot of automatic stuff that's done for you since you're level 12, not some level 3 little chumps that does all that stuff. So, what you need to do, or rather what you can do, I suppose, is that you can meet with this representative and decide if you want to give aid to the current living world heroes that are trying to take them down, arrange perhaps a diplomatic end to it. I mean, it's up to you. It's completely up to you how you want to approach it. You're level 12. There's a lot you can do. You don't really have to be limited that much. So, that's
I say we airship, drop in, and talk.
Well,
Yeah, honestly, Bellanova, this seems right up your wheelhouse.
well, I would still have to go there myself. I guess, man, I thought the Wendigos were just like mindless creatures that just want to kill everything. I didn't know.
It's funny you should mention that because that is the common thought. That's what makes this so terrifying. The Wendigos, Wendigos normally are just like they're a form of undead. They're a terrifying monster that just feeds off of people and is created through the act of cannibalism. And then they're not reasonable. They're just evil. And they're also like solo hunter creatures. What makes this so terrifying is that not only are they gathering around a king, a determinable leader, but centralizing their strength and working together, but there's even rumors of a civilization being formed out of it. And that is truly a terrifying thought. Because
I want to go talk to this guy.
Yeah, a single Wendigo is already a serious threat. An entire country of them could bring about who knows what terrible things it could bring about. So
yeah, I'll go talk to this guy.
That's what makes this such a big deal, and why the living world is attempting to deal with it. I believe that campaign is underway, and they are currently fighting with the leader, and this is an opportunity for you to take advantage of that. So,
and Inu just wanted me to go into the wound and just put a life strand into
what
it. What
Inu wanted you to do was to heal the Wendigo dream. That act of healing could be translated into whatever the fuck you want it to be. I mean, you are the guardian. I mean, if you think a diplomatic solution is possible or even amenable, that's completely up to you. The idea is that Galen arranged a diplomatic meeting so that you would have an option other than gratuitous violence. Not to say that that isn't the best option or the only option or what have you, but the point is that it is an option.
I would like to talk to this guy just to see what he's about, what he has to say anyways.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
If we did literally heal the Wendigo dream, since they're creatures of, that invade nightmares and cause mind plagues, that would probably help everyone, except maybe Woad. So just don't tell Mirage.
Sounds like a plan to me.
We should all offer him a cake.
I'm on Team Cake.
I'm not really I wasn't really a baker even before my hands were made of rocks.
We can
I will hide inside
cakes.
of the cake.
Oh my god, yes. We need a big cake.
I can.
Definitely not.
Hey, fuck boy, go buy us a giant cake.
Who are you talking to?
Janny. He's looking straight at Janny Co.
Oh, okay. That's what I say. If you're saying that to Galen, I mean...
No. I would ask Galen politely to buy us a giant cake.
Yeah, I hope you're not talking to him like that, because I'm gonna get angry at you.
Excuse me, Mr. Fuckboy. Can you requisition us a cake?
There's no shame in being a fuckboy.
Yeah.
I was one my whole life.
There's no shame in being a fuckboy.
Boy, we're learning a lot today.
And
Someone's
then I
gotta
will
do it.
say to him, this is why you don't need party members.
Okay. And so we begin that journey.
Doo-doo.
All right, let's get you guys some ambience.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Also,
Cute sound clip of.
I don't know if airship would be, if we go there, would be the best option, because remember the last time we went on airship there?
All right, well, let's not get fucking blazed this time.
Well,
I mean, worst case scenario,
there's
I'll just
literally-
summon up animals and catch us all. Like, we're fine.
right. So none of you remember what happened.
Yeah, we got
the ship
we
crashed.
I wasn't there.
It was
Wendigo
literally,
almost found us.
no, we literally went into an uncontrollable storm that ended up crashing the ship. So even if you summon animals, that wouldn't do anything because we're in a storm.
And we lived.
We flew into the storm because we were high. So just keep me away from the wheel because I'm already stoned.
I don't think that's what happened.
I'll get it.
Hell yeah, it was Bellanovan. Come on.
I didn't get high.
Everyone's cool. Why are you being a square, Bellanovan?
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one that actually thinks things through.
Let's just get on the
I take
airship
offense
and-
to that.
Let's just get on the airship and vibe, Bellanovan. Hell yeah.
Anyway, how would you like to travel there?
Airship.
Oh,
Wait, no.
Oh, airship.
Are we,
oh my god!
Do we have to travel to this diplomat?
Yeah, you have to meet. There's a
We
moot.
could just teleport.
No, I thought he was coming here.
Bellanova could probably
No.
just run under the
Oh, no.
airship.
Let's go on horses.
So land travel.
We're-
Why the fuck would we go on an airship again when we literally got decimated by a storm the
Flying
last
is
time?
the safest way to travel.
It's the storm didn't
that the
happen
point?
because of the Wendigos. It happened because of something else.
I actually don't want to.
In the Wendigo land.
I don't want to be this guy, but I think it actually was the Wendigos.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We never found out, but I suspect it was the Wendigo proxy. Look, if they already set up a base camp and they're expecting us for diplomatic talks, they're probably not going to attack us. And even if they do, they were going to attack us anyway.
Land travel.
I mean, look, we could just get on the airship and you can Naruto run underneath us if you want.
Land travel.
Okay.
DM, I think it's 4-1.
You got it.
You're not answering the question.
All right, hold on, loading. It doesn't actually matter, I guess, because they're not gonna shoot you down in either case. I wanted to know, so I knew what your escape options were.
Listen, Bellanova.
Land travel.
Well, we'll tie you to a rope and hang you over the side and let you drag across the ground.
Yeah, Belno's just gonna facepalm at how much his party doesn't think things through, and then when things go wrong, they're gonna be like, "Man, why didn't we think this through?"
But if we bring the airship, we have two ways to escape.
Probably
Also, we
thought
only
of
need a
it
one-way
today.
trip because I can just tree us back.
Do we often run away from our foes?
Yeah, don't jinx us.
We actually haven't yet.
Yeah,
Well.
but we call in a lot of favors.
Actually, we literally did in the labyrinth.
Like I'm not saying it's exclusively us. Like it's happened to basically every other group, but we get.
Are you a bard?
fights. Why am I not inspiring enough?
No, I would like to see your logs of the travels of all the other groups so I know how to compare myself.
I don't know. Fuck. Watch the Azalon. He keeps them, I guess.
We're doing pretty good, Alex. Look, we're totally the best group, labyrinth group.
Is it a competition?
Yeah, and we're winning.
No, it is a competition, but we're all losing.
Yes, I think the Herald is winning.
That's rough, buddy.
That's kind of that. Honestly, that hurts my feelings, Alex. I think we're doing pretty good.
I mean, Ord hasn't been destroyed yet by KO crashing into it, so that's good.
That is good.
Is that where Freeport is in Ord?
He was referencing something that happened in 7 years.
Oh, okay.
Long story short, someone decided it was a good idea to genocide all of the norms, and the magical feedback broke KO and then caused it to crash into Ord. And also it blew up Bleak, so 2 Baylors were released. Oh, and then we had some NPCs go in there, not to help, but to convince everyone we were helping, so that we could buy Ord afterwards.
All right, map's loaded. Here we go.
Nice.
You guys hear the ambience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear.
Eventually, traveling through airship and then porting nearby, anchoring it down, you descend your vessel, and you begin your approach. Up ahead, you can see a large plateau, kind of jutting itself up out of the nearby flat land, the highest structure by far. Further into that moot, you can see that within the ancient stoned arcs, morphed and sculpted by the harrowing winds, a magical ritual is currently in effect. Large phantasmal letterings, written in wicked, appear to float around a central well of shadow. As you approach, you can see that there are several creatures covered in ash and with majestic horns. They look at you with hateful, hollow eyes, but they make no hostile movements. All right, the map is active. Once you're loaded, tell me what you like to do.
Is everyone loaded in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeet.
Nice. Belanovan will just look and wait for a representative to come to them, I guess.
All right.
Can I
Go ahead.
see what this ritual's about?
Not from this distance.
Damn.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any of them hiding around us or anything?
Sure thing.
I shall do the same as I have advantage. There we go, 20.
You see these creatures on your sides.
Oh,
That's what I thought. So I'm gonna wait for them to come to us before we get in a sandwich position.
This guard approaches.
So pretty.
Hello.
It will point at you and then beckon you to follow it.
I don't understand them, I guess. He'll
This-
just,
He's not really speaking.
yeah, he's kind of just, you know.
Hey, maybe before we go in there, is it past the point where I could use a minute casting?
I mean, you could meander, I guess.
Or I could even do it on the ship if that also works.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna spend some braids. I think I only need one. 10 minutes. So for 100 minutes, everyone has the benefit of the bless spell, essentially.
Yo, bless up.
Nice.
What saving throw do I make?
Probably wisdom,
wisdom.
I guess.
It's wisdom.
All right, you saved. No bless for you, but it is first level, whatever that gets you.
Healing, I'm pretty sure. So nothing.
Anyway, you all have a bless equivalent for 120.
Sorry, our airship is still on. Drago, Spellanovan.
All right,
Well,
I'll move you guys.
This is the one that beckoned us. So is he going to point where
He
we
will
go?
step to the side and we'll point ahead. As you walk along the path,
Thank you, sir.
you see these stones floating, phantasmal letters kind of seep through the air. And there ahead, an enormous well of shadows. And you see this individual standing near its edge.
He got a horn coming out.
I assume you're the representative?
All right, and the creature will speak.
I represent the whims and wiles of our dear king. Yes, as well as the best interests of my people.
What would be your interests besides just surviving, of course, and not dying?
A straightforward question. It would seem that your diplomatic approach is quite blunt. No matter. I prefer those that are straightforward. I have not the stomach for the more pointless etiquettes that diplomacy requires.
Yeah, bouncing around is never fun.
I have seen you contacted and brought before me, for we have much to discuss.
He will gesture next to him.
As in, like, for me to walk near him?
Yeah. Because you are kind of far away from each other.
True.
Is there a general range where he might start feeling my blade?
Probably there.
Okay, I don't want to get too close because I am a
Our friend
threat.
here cannot come too face to face with you.
I see. He has the look of a paladin around him. It is fine. The
May
radiant...
I take a closer look at your portal?
Of course.
I gaze down into the shadowy abyss.
As you look down into the shadowy abyss, what you see is the dream realm.
Mm.
Huh.
So what are you doing with this ritual here? I assume it involves your king.
As much as I would take the credit for such a thing, that would be false. This ritual is not of my doing, but something left over from many, many years ago. It is a place of great power, a concentration of shadows. It is one of the few places within Kalkatesh one can truly, freely enter the dream realm. However, your eyes are sharp to see the ritual. We are enacting one, yes. One of the many requirements of my lord is to see that we have access to the energy required to live. Specifically, this shadow well will provide for us the energy needed to make our kingdom and allow us to grow like a flower within this infertile soil.
And I think it's safe for me to assume that this energy in this king has given you the ability to speak so fluently.
Oh, you flatter me. but it is within your ignorance to believe that I am any exception. Truly, I am not. My people have always been able to speak, but we have never had much to speak about. That is what makes the rise of our king so very exciting.
And my ignorance is also what led me to come here to learn about you.
Oh, I meant no offense.
Of course not.
Simply correcting a misunderstanding.
Ignorance in its purest form is just misunderstanding.
Well said. I had hoped that you would come here because we are soon to be neighbors. And we have watched your city grow from a distance. We have been aware of it for some time. We have also seen of your treatment of those that live within the Badlands. We have seen a soft hand towards the denizens of it. You have
I was born and raised here.
Indeed. You have given a home to the cursed elves. You, along with some on the watch wall, have even given home to the various Orcan tribes. I accepted the invitation of your Galen that we might speak on peace. There are those that believe that we are inherent parasites upon the world, that we are evil. I personally do not care for others' subjective inference of the category of our existence. However, they intend to prove their righteousness with blade and spell. Even now, my lord is under threat and assault.
Quick question. What do I know in character about Wendigos?
What you know about Wendigos from what research was provided to you on your way here is that Wendigos are dark, evil outsiders that are native to this plane. The reason they're given outsiders is because they take on a more demonic heritage and gain relative immortality. The idea behind it is pretty simple. Wendigos form whenever a soul commits the act of cannibalism out of desperation. They are formed from the guilt of that action that infects the person's mind, and eventually they transform into a Wendigo. Wendigos also, in addition to eating people, try to trick others into eating people as well, in order to create more of their kind.
And do I know if they can survive other than just eating people?
That is something you don't know, because no one has ever asked that question before, nor tried to explore the possibility of that alternative. That's why the king of the Wendigos rising and trying to form a nation out of them is, well, so terrifying.
Are they inherently unnatural?
Well, here's where we enter the gray area. There are some cultures on Calcatesh in which cannibalism is not an evil act, specifically the lizard folk. And technically speaking, Wendigos form from the relatively natural act of eating something of your own species, which there are several animals that do that. So the act of cannibalism is not an unnatural occurrence. However, in the advanced cultures and societies of humanoid behaviors, it is considered an evil act by many of them. But more importantly, it is the guilt that creates a Wendigo, not the actual act of cannibalism. That's just their preferred methodology, and that's what the curse is based in. But by definition, a curse is not natural. But this is kind of the gray area, is that technically Wendigos are a naturally recurring creature. They happen naturally. They aren't by the hand of some unseen, dark entity or something like that. It is when someone is forced to do something that causes them. It's kind of like what you consider zombies from the mushroom variety, like the yellow spore mushroom. Would you consider them to be evil? It's kind of like up in the air there. That's up to your determination.
Are these Wendigos?
Yes.
Like, what are these creatures?
These creatures
They're
are
Wendigos.
Wendigos. They are Wendigos, yeah.
Are they like a more older, like purer form of what it is?
That is something that you don't know. Because as far as you know about Wendigos, they're like creatures of the night. They're mythological, monstrous creatures that reap death and despair wherever they go. That's your viewpoint of them. The fact that you're talking to one in a diplomatic and eloquent manner is already deeply unnerving. But add that to the fact that they are approaching this like there is an entire society of them is also something that is completely foreign.
I will ask him. Oh, never mind.
Do we, namely myself and Bellanovan probably, do we feel like this is the Wendigo dream where the strand needs to go?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll ask him. Who is this king of yours? I assume it's another Wendigo. And how long have you guys been together then? Does he have a name?
A name he possesses, but as he takes a moment to kind of look at the people here, do not believe it wise to speak it.
I understand. Don't worry.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
If we're to
Alex.
negotiate with your nation, we should at least know the king.
The king has its title. The king has his name. But there are forces that grant power towards names. And my king is no exception. In fact, you will find him most adhering to this word and rule.
You are all together, and you've told me that Wendigos have mostly just chosen not to talk rather than being unable to. And I've never seen a gathering of them. I would assume you guys, I don't know quite how you guys feed or provide nutrition to yourselves, but is that where this energy and the king come in?
A Wendigo gains its nutrients by devouring people. There is no small fact unto this.
Mm-hmm.
We also understand that the ideology behind this can be quite troublesome to those that we share this world with. Therefore, it was my king's designation that I would seek an alternative.
Have you found one?
That is to remain to be seen. It is my hope that this ritual with the Shadow Well may yet give us an alternative towards devouring.
Well, what have you learned so far?
What we have learned is there are animals that we could raise. Their flesh, however, does not sate us. Only the flesh of humanoids could. However, there is hope. For in the Shadow Well, there are the dreams of those humanoids. My king's wisdom imparted me to seek if there was any way to trick the curse that burns within us. We have determined, with reasonable success, that if perfected, we could use these dreams as a spice that, when added to the meat of any creature, could therefore take the place of humanoid.
So you'd technically be stealing, or not stealing, using people's dreams as a substitute.
Indeed. We have determined to some degree the efficiency of this, and we have found it acceptable. No doubt we will need to beseech the guardians of the dream, the silent knights, as well as the lords of the dream themselves. But there is hope, and perhaps a way through to the other side.
how long has your king been the king?
For some years now, although only recently have we risked the prominence and the rise.
Can I ask you something? And I don't mean anything negative about this, but this rise, it all seems very sudden. Did your king suddenly begin to enact these plans? Were there any sudden changes that spurred him to this, or was this just the natural accumulation of years of experience?
And thus the creature will smile, and then it will speak.
And thus we have come to the crux of this diplomatic discussion. My king, it is by no... how shall I put this delicately? It is by no small inclination of timing that my king has decided to rise during this time. For a great enemy approaches this world, and in the chaos of the preparations for it, my king has risen my people from monsters to nation. And within that, offer our services to face this enemy in exchange for tolerance.
Well, you say you're going to use the energy of the dreams in there. Ain't that just the memories of the people that have passed? Are you going to be drawing from the afterlife and taking away what they were, their memories, their echoes, their souls? What exactly is it about the dreamers that would provide you sustenance?
I believe that you are misconcerting something. It is not that the dreams themselves provide us sustenance, but rather that the curse that infuses our flesh, that prevents nutrients and sustenance from the flesh of animals, will be tricked in a way, fooled by the presence of this dream spice. For only humanoids, dream. At least sufficiently.
Do I know exactly what the strand that Inu gave me will do?
You don't know exactly what it will do, but you do know that the Wendigos at the base are undead, and life energy will fuck their shit up.
So, essentially, what you're saying is, you're infusing the animals with the will to live and the will to manifest, to make better, to make a reality what is thought. Would that be what you're feeding on, essentially? That would be what makes them akin to a humanoid ambition.
I believe you are trying to add more prominence to an action than there is actually to be. We would gain nutrients from the flesh's consumption. The curse is the reason we cannot. It prevents such things through magical inclination. However, through experimentation, just the slightest spice of another person's dream is enough to fool the curse, to believe that this, let us say, a bovine's flesh is that of a person's, and thus we may eat it and gain sustenance, and no person is murdered.
But what happens when that dream is taken?
Do you
What
think...
I actually know is a no.
Make a Arcana check. You are healthily skeptical of that such an action would not be cost differential to the dream. You don't know exactly what it would do because nobody's proposed something like this that you know of before. But you are skeptical that it would even work to be efficient.
May I approach and inspect your curse.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do I know how the curse works or what it entails besides just the guilt of eating something?
Well, you can make a history check to see if you know more.
Okay.
I don't think this would not come with an extreme consequence. I understand what you are trying to do, but at this rate, nothing like this has been done before, and it could mess up the balance of everything far worse than just eating. I would almost prefer to set up a deal regarding burial rites.
Well, Hackney, I don't think we're here trying to argue the moral benefits or how things are done.
He will look to Alexander and will beckon him forward.
I approach slowly to see if my sword getting closer to him has any visible effect on him.
The closer you get, he does appear to look a little uneasy, and the guards begin to move to their weapons, but he will hold up a hand.
A strange aura you have, my friend. Why do I feel unwell? I have fought a paladin before. I did not feel this way merely being in their presence.
The blade I possess suppresses magic. And if your curse is magical, perhaps you're feeling it.
I see. It would be best, then, that you keep it sheathed.
Well, he takes
on
a
that
step
idea.
back, but I still want to look him over, and I don't know, a check or something to correlate any of the shit I'm seeing to the Shadowfell.
Give me a. Oh, that's right. You were a shroud. So give me
yeah, it's
yeah.
I get you, man.
Give me a history check with advantage.
History? I know it all.
Yeah, apparently not.
Oof. Well, this is what you are able to tell at the baseline. The first thing that you can see is that the creature reacts towards your presence and the presence of the Negatia like it's a poison. The curse being removed no doubt would have an ill effect on the creature, possibly even killing it, should it be removed. At least that's what it appears to be.
Do you have any of those livestock around?
Not here, no. This is a sickly place, and it would cause them to be ill. We do not wish for them to spoil.
Well, I have a theory that if your curse is magical and the Negatia being around it might be able to subside it, that you can actually, consume that livestock well around Negatia.
An interesting proposal. I take it this is the material that this man's weapon is made of.
Yes.
Well, do you not have rations?
We probably do. That was out of character, by the way.
You do.
I do.
I'll just take some out of my bag.
Well then, if I may be so bold as to request a snack.
Here.
You want a beer?
No thank you.
He'll hand it over.
Alright, he'll take the ration and then he'll look at Alexander. Alexander gets closer and the creature will look a bit unwell. And then it will start to eat. Its teeth gnash and gnarl against the biscuit and meat, slowly taking piece by piece, and then consuming it. For a moment, the Wendigo smiles a bit, almost as if it's feeling a little better. And then it will vomit black ichorous blood onto the ground, the contents of the food there as well.
Oh, apologies.
Oh, no problem.
An unfortunate turn of events.
apologies for making that happen.
It is a fine attempt. Allow me to be very clear. My king wishes for my people to exist, for we have every right to do so. As a show of good faith, to you and to those whom you may speak with in our behalf, we have even demonstrated our efforts to try and exist alongside this world. However, I have already sensed resistance in some of you versus such a thing, and your natural abhorrence from my form is no doubt creating a bias. I do not accuse you of anything, it is simply the world in which we live. Therefore, I propose this. The enemy is coming. It will be upon us soon. You shall need the strength of my people to face it, to allow us to be destroyed, and for your forces to be distracted while such a thing is occurring would spell the doom of all. And all that my king would ask in recompense is tolerance.
Now, before I answer, I would want to know what my history check caused.
For the curse?
Yeah.
You don't know much about the Wendigo's curse, although being from the Badlands, you've certainly heard about it before. Everything that's been presented so far seems to match up with the Wendigo's curse. The vomiting up the food that isn't a person, you've heard of that before. You do not think, you cannot think of a way in which the curse can be removed with what you have.
Mm-hmm. So it's mostly just you are playing in a way that, as help for fighting the enemy, we just let you be kind of thing.
What I am asking is a chance to sit at the table and discuss our own fate, to be taken seriously as a people and not to be treated as monsters.
Of course. I mean, I'm a tiefling myself, and I am not normal per se in these planes, so I understand how you feel. But at the same time, for us to truly talk, I feel like we would need to meet your king, or at least know more about them.
I would like to once again offer that I mean no offense, but I can sense your strength. I dare say even myself and my contingent would not be sufficient to handle your strength. To take you before my king, formidable as he is, would be an action that would be most foolish, not without guarantees.
Well, if there's not a way for us to see him, is there any way for us to talk to him without him actually being here?
That can be arranged.
I would like to do that.
He'll take a moment and really study Hackney. I mean, he takes a long, eyeless look at Hackney. You can feel that his magical senses are analyzing you carefully.
I'm not with them, if you're thinking about my robes.
It is not that. It is that you are a capable caster, a wielder of arcane power. And there are those of your strength that could very well use even the simplest of magics to speak to my king, to find where he is, and to take your contingent there.
I know you don't know me, but a very good friend of mine has been afflicted with many things. Your appearance actually isn't that unsightly to me. It reminds me of a friend. I feel pity for you, not hatred. I don't want harm to come to you.
If it is all the same to you, madam, I would prefer neither your pity nor your prejudice. But so be it.
Fair enough.
I trust your words. I shall contact my king.
Can I do an insight check on him to see if he's like scared or
Go ahead.
sad in a way?
And I want to do one to see if he's lying. Just in general.
I can use reliable talent on a 9 or lower, but Ozzy did it better.
Well, the 20 insight, it does not seem that he has been deceptive in any way. However, he has also used language in order to even avoid being that. He is a skilled diplomat, and would say nothing that he did not mean, but would not say things that would lead to such things. Essentially, what I'm saying is that he hasn't lied about anything.
But he could be using
he'd just not say anything.
Well, essentially, it works like this.
he could use pretty words.
Well, the idea behind of what I'm trying to tell you is that even though he hasn't lied about anything, there is no one that goes to a diplomatic meeting without leverage. Leverage isn't deception.
Fair enough.
As for his emotions, the creature doesn't really display a lot of emotions, which is already kind of unsettling, but there is a slight desperate twinge to his words. As if time is against him. He's slightly rushed.
Can I ask him a question before he messages or gets
Sure
in
thing.
contact with his king? So, you plan on creating a civilization of Wendigos, but how would you improve this civilization or make more? What is your plans for that?
The first thing is to secure that we would not be destroyed. The second, there are places within the Badlands that no one values. We would take these places and turn them to our benefit, one that we might be able to live upon. And the third is to build. This land has long since been barren. My king plans to bring it back.
My question would be, and I know few, and only the things I've been told about Wendigos is how would you create more Wendigos for more civilization?
You will take a long moment to pause. Your insight checks, make them now.
Okay.
Damn, Ozzy.
I'm an insight boy.
Well,
You are.
look how wide his eyes open now. He's
I can see all of you.
My Sharingan reveals your mistruths.
You will notice that the creature will become very rigid, as if it feared this question. But it will approach it with the same cool professionalism that it's displayed so far.
That is a problem that my king and I and the council are attempting to remedy. To answer any obvious question that you might have, we cannot procreate through normal methodologies. Although it is true we can participate in the act, we are sterile, and no child can come of it. Indeed, the only way for sure in which to create more of our kind is through the cannibalistic ritual that forges us through the mythologies. To answer your question with earnestness, we do not know what we will do in that regard. My proposal to my king was that we would take volunteers, the sickly, the desperate, the destitute, and give them an alternative path. Perhaps even purchasing the corpses of individuals from other countries, or perhaps less salient factions.
Do you still feel guilty about it? Or has it become natural to you?
The creature does not answer that question.
Can we insight if he like had a change in face or anything when that question was asked?
Sure thing.
Go for it, Ozzy.
24.
My God, his nipples are like third and fourth eyes.
Oh, I've got so many eye nipples.
The creature does not answer that question, and it takes great care to hide its emotional response to that. But Ozzy's eyes are sharp, and the errant twitching shows that it is not clear if the creature is still guilty, but it is certainly bothered by this aspect of its existence.
Oh, I just want to say that, like, I have 2 points to make. One, I'd start by saying it's quite noble of you wanting to communicate with these silent knights and lords of the dream to like get permission to do all that stuff. But I mean, I would definitely get to them first before you start taking stuff, because like, I mean, I don't know much about the dream, but I'd worry about like actual damage. Like I don't know much about it, but that's a thing you should like heavily be concerned with. That's the kind of thing that can start wars.
I intend on my king's behalf to do whatever diplomatic routes to avail them, however many times and whatever is necessary, to attempt to find amenable ground for these subjects and for my people. If we are to be honest with one another, I know what you are, Weaver.
Wow, you were like the first person to actually acknowledge that.
And I dare say that I know not what masters you serve, but I have read of your kind.
Does he know what I am?
No.
Okay.
Is that a concern of yours?
We are beings of undeath, and you wield life.
Well, while that is true, you may not strictly be one of the living, but you exist. You are here, you act, you interact, you change things, and you evolve. You might be undead, but you are a form of life, simply different. The energies that compose you and I are not so different in the grand scheme of things, and certainly not close enough to cause me to have any bias against you. I personally seek a path that's best for everyone involved.
Am I to take it from your speech that you intend to defend our right to exist?
I intend to do what I would do with anyone and give you the fair chance to explain yourself. I'm not going to lie to you and say my hands aren't stained with the blood of creatures that might have had a better life, that I might have been able to save if I were a little more patient. But the journey is not always going to be easy, and sometimes we have to try to save who we can.
That statement was both reassuring and vague.
Oh, I haven't. I also have a thought. And obviously you probably know that gnomes are like dream people. And
I am
wonder
aware
if
of the
it-
gnomish race, yes.
I wonder if it would be prudent of us, we not being Wendigos, and this might be more Hackney's realm, if it would be prudent for us to pass into the dream realm to find possibly the lords of the dream or whatnot to act as ambassadors on your behalf.
He visibly tenses.
I know
don't
that you
think
mean
we
the
should be
best
doing that.
with such an offer. But no. I speak for my people, as does my king. If I cannot stand before them myself, I cannot risk them to see us as weak. Because weak we are not.
Oh,
You
see,
know-
that kind of flexing is gonna look bad in negotiations. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think Owen and Woad are going to be put off by a bit of wanting to stand your own ground, as it were.
Let's not talk about things that we cannot wait on, and I think that he doesn't really matter. What I want to say is we glossed over something very important in our discussions, especially on whether we can treat each other as equals. My name is Bellanova Naguardo Lucille Bell. What is yours?
Yes, of course. I am known as Volos, Shade Speaker to the King of the Wendigos.
Nice to meet you.
Raktor Iron Bellows, good to meet you.
Alexander Glenn. Yes, that one.
Hackney Silvermask, the Eversearcher of Galen's Gate.
Aussie Whitebeak, the Grave Usher of Galen's Gate, and the Rotted One.
Now, was this your name before or after?
Many of us only have pieces of ourselves yet still left over from the transformation. I do not know if my name was Volos. It was the name that my king gave to me.
I see. Can we go back to talking to your king?
Very well. I shall summon him.
I'm gonna go to the washroom real quick. That's happening. Be right back.
Hey, Arcadum.
Yeah,
Which shroud ate my ass? Do I know?
doubt. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What is his process of summoning the king? Is he doing it here, or does he leave?
He is currently casting Sending and speaking with his king. And his intention is to allow his king to speak directly through him through magical means.
I'm back.
All right. Creature will look up and say,
My king shall now speak through me.
Greetings and salutations. I am the king of the Wendigos. Whom do I speak to?
I am Bellanova Naguardo Lucio Bell.
Hackney Silvermask.
Alexander Glenn.
Would I be able to make a check on why his voice is so much different than the speakers?
Go ahead.
Would it be insight or?
Probably insight. Probably because he was from a different place than Volos was from before the transformation.
So, I guess it keeps their accents and whatnot.
It would seem so.
Do I sense corruption?
Not that kind.
Okay. Good.
It is good that we have exchanged our titles. My servant tells me that you have come to speak with me.
Yes, and get to know you more, because you seem to be quite prolific and revolutionary.
That is oftentimes a tyrant's way of saying rebellious. I wonder, of which side do you stand?
I stand on the side of everything, my friend.
That is a way of also saying you stand on no side. But enough philosophy. Did my ambassador give you my proposal?
Yes. But we wanted to talk to you to know more because the king is the most important person, and the way a king acts and who they are represents an entire nation. And from what I've learned is that they only have bits and pieces of memory from who they were before. And I guess I'm just wanting to know, how did you become this way?
My transformation was not complete, not like my people's. I kept part of myself stronger than the curse. I suppose, in your layman's terms, that I am a half-blood.
How did you become a half-blood?
I do not know. It was my search for my origin that brought me to the truth of the Wendigos. And I have seen what no one else had.
Are you able to share that?
The truth is that my people are alive. They live, they hunt and feast, yes. But they have souls. They have dreams. It was I that found the first musings of shadow. It was I that found the well. And it was I that gathered my people. For I see a world where they may live and exist. Perhaps one day, even free from the terrible hunger that lies within them.
Can I ask a blunt question to you?
Speak.
Do you feel guilty at all still?
I feel every emotion that you do. I feel guilt and sadness. The curse still pumps through my veins. We all carry it with us.
I understand that.
It is easier to walk the path of the beast. To embrace the dark within. To eat, consume, and to spread. But it is only retreat from the guilt that formed us. I would seek to have us face and embrace this cursed part of us. There is many ways that I have studied to do this, but it cannot happen if my people are killed, slaughtered, hunted by those that do not understand what they are.
Well, you see how embracing your darkness implies that you're hunting us as well.
I do. Hence, why such a thing is difficult, and why I knew that before I made my move, it would need to be done so in a time of great desperation.
But you don't know why it was only a half transformation.
I do not.
We have very prolific people among us, and I feel like if we were able to meet you, we might be able to learn more.
If it were even possible, would you give up the curse? You seem quite committed.
Of course I would. I do not wish for this. None of my people do. But we cannot be removed from it. We have tried. It is not that the curse cannot be removed. It's that doing so destroys the Wendigo. It kills them.
You said that your people dream. Would it be possible for you to simply season your food with your own dreams instead of taking that of others?
That is what we intended to do. Yes. In our experiments, a Wendigo's dream was insufficient to fool the curse.
Why the Badlands? Why not just live in the dream?
We cannot live in the dream. For the longer one stays within the dream, the more accustomed they become, until eventually they fade, and they become a dream. They die in every example of the definition. We do not, because we should not have to. We belong in this world, just as you.
This spark, was it simply your nature as retaining part of yourself that drove you to do this, to pursue this dream, or was it something more? Was it something you found, something you sought, something that made you, that granted you this hope?
I do not know how to answer that question. I am who I am.
That is a perfectly acceptable way to answer that question. Thank you.
I have a question, Arcanum. Do I know how curses work at their core? Not just the window curse, just curses in general.
Well, curses have triggers, they have methods of infection and application, and they also have they also have their various rules as well. Curses in and of themselves are more often than not misnomered, because curses, what they actually are permanent magical rulings.
Mm-hmm.
They are seen as curses because most curses are not willing. However, those same magical rulings can also be seen as blessings, which is why they are one and the same. But make no mistake, when a paladin is blessed with the might of his god, should they betray that god's interests, they would lose that blessing. Well, the same thing is true of the curse. Betray the actions of the curse, and you are punished. The difference is that a curse is a negative feedback rather than a positive one.
Are you familiar? Oh, you've got more, then go ahead.
Oh, no, I was starting something new too. So you...
Do I know if this curse is made by Inu?
Well, that was kind of the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know that.
Of course. Just making 100% sure.
However, we are at time, unfortunately, and I've got meetings I've got to get to.
Okay.
So we will have to finish. We will have to finish the discussion with the Wendigo King next time.
Okie dokie.
Cool though.
On Soul of Tyre.
Yep.
What a
Yeah,
day.
well, I have to make the decision whether I want to nuke all of them or not.
Since that decision will probably be made next week, next week will probably be our final session.
Mm.
Yeah, at least until the end game stuff actually starts. But
necessarily certain it'll nuke them. I mean, it could help them.
Well, the way Arcadum said it when I asked about the life strand, it sounded more so of like a cleansing.
it's the reason I was vague on it is because you wouldn't know what it does.
Yeah.
But it will most certainly change things. It's up to you, though.
For the good or the worse.
Well, didn't Inu say that he made them by putting too much life in something?
Yep.
And you're just putting more in? That's like the original problem. Take a shit in it, dude.
Normally I do fan art, but I do not have time for it as I must go and do my meetings and stuff that I have coming up. So
we can look at it ourselves.
Yeah.
There's some good fan art in there.
It is unfortunate, but I have to get going. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for playing on my game.
Good luck.
See ya.
And chat room, thank you guys